Are you being productive or just busy with activities? Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're just joining us, thank you so much. Please remember to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you've been with us, thank you so much for staying with me. Today we will be talking about how to boost your productivity. So I chose to talk about this topic because it's been on my mind for a couple of days now, and I just kept saying, okay, yeah, how do we really go about making ourselves productive? How do we really go about achieving every single day what we set out to achieve? So this is the question to you: are you being productive, or you're just being busy? Are you getting things done, or you're just doing activities? People wake up every day with very bad habits. They know they need to do something. They know they need to achieve something. They know they have somewhere to go, but instead they just let something sway them away from that plan. Or they wake up thinking, oh, there's time for everything. Don't worry, I'll do it later. And then procrastination, and that's it. That thing never gets done. So, two things you need to be conscious about every day to be able to be productive would be your habits and your time management. And the three things I will be talking about habits first would be: first, you need to try to create good habits, right? And then three things you need to stop doing. One, don't snooze your alarm. That's the first thing. Don't snooze your alarm. So you only win the day from the moment that your alarm rings and you get up and start to work. Because the moment you snooze your alarm, you're already saying to yourself, oh, I'm not ready for today. Like, oh my goodness, can this day just go back to Friday? That moment, you're already attracting that the whole day would not be productive. You already attracted it. And if you ever read Laws of Attraction, or maybe ever watched The Secret, you would understand what I'm talking about. So totally that day, you're not going to be comfortable. You're going to be grumpy. You're going to be on the edge. You're going to snap at little things. You're going to feel like time is not there for anything. That's a problem. So first things first, do not snooze your alarm, because you snooze, you lose. Now, secondly, do one thing at a time. So it's already fact that only 2% of the world, or this generation, can actually multitask. Why do people say, oh, I'm multitasking, I'm doing this, I'm doing that? You really cannot actively, watch a webinar, write a report, and send an email at the same time. Actively. You can do some things passively. So, I'm drinking a cup of tea and I'm watching Netflix. That's passive. Those things don't require that you focus on any of them, but you really can never achieve anything, and make results out of anything if you're just going to be doing so many things at the same time. And then you have like so many tabs open in your brain and you can't really even function properly. So please, guys, do one thing at a time. That's tip number 2 in creating good habits. And then third one, you need to do things consciously. Now, people let their impulse just get the better part of them. Like, oh, I just felt like going there. I just felt like doing this. I just felt like standing there. I just felt like sitting here. That's just you letting your impulse tell you to do things. You need to be very conscious about these things. So, am I sitting here? Why am I sitting here? There's a reason why I want to sit here. Do I want to sit here because I'm waiting for someone to come meet me? Do I want to sit here because I need to be with this person? Why are you sitting there? Be conscious about every single act or every single thing that you do. That's how to create good habits, guys. So 1, do not snooze your alarm. 2, do one thing at a time. 3, do things consciously. So next we're going to go to tip or step number 2. Step number 2 would be start using a task list, or better still, a to-do list, like some people call it. How many of us really create to-do lists? Do you really create to-do lists the previous night before? Do you create a to-do list to tell you everything you need to do? I know you have, before the next day you already think about it. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do this. But do you put them down? Do you write them down? And if you do, how do you do that? Do you follow steps? Do you follow guide? Do you put them according to priorities? Or you just put everything down? Well, everything needs to be done anyway. No. So here are my 4 or 5 tips to you to helping you create better to-do lists or better task list. 1, create your list according to priorities. Now, this is very important because we know that everything needs to be done, but not everything counts. So you need to focus on priorities. Go here, be there, be here. talk to this person, call that person, see my mom, feed the kids, go to the park, take the dog for a walk. It all needs to be done, yes. But which one comes first? Which one do you have to do the moment you wake up in the morning? What happens if you do the thing you're supposed to do before going to bed right in the morning after you wake up? Do you understand now? It wasn't the priority there. It was a waste of time because you could have used that time to do other things. So yes, create a list according to priority. 2, don't be distracted. Limit the things and people that distract you. Whatever needs to be done will be there when you finish. When you do not have a task list or a to-do list, friends can get in your way. Stupid things can get in your way. They can just call you, hey, what's up? We're just going to this way. Yeah, okay, I'm coming. That's it, because you really didn't have a plan. Yeah. So, number 3 would be break down your activities. I know that big goals can be overwhelming too, but if you break those big goals into small pieces, you will be able to achieve all of them one at a time. Now, also be conscious. That's what I also said. So try to replace those counterproductive activities with productive ones. And then lastly, set short-term goals. We know that as humans, we're basically always deadline driven. So set short-term goals for yourself. So if you actually had something you needed to achieve by Monday morning, how about set the goal for yourself that it should be done by Friday evening, so that when it's Monday morning, you have it in time, you have time to go over it, you didn't make any mistakes, and you don't procrastinate or forget. So give yourself another, like an artificial deadline to be able to make that happen. Yeah, step number 3, which will be learn time management. This is like the most important of all. But guess what, guys? Forget about all the myths about time management. It's not really something you can learn. There's only 24 hours of the day. You can't change that. It's never going to be 25. It's never going to be 23. There's only 24 hours of the day. So the only thing we can actually truly manage is how we organize ourselves, not the time. You can't change the time. So there's really nothing called time management. It's your management, you management, me management. So it's really you who needs to be managed, not the time. Because how are we going to say we're going to manage the time? Because we can't change it, we can't do anything about it. You just need to be sure that you're doing what you need to do at the time you need to do it, and that's it. You will be able to use the 24 hours for, that's the same thing for everybody, but you will be able to be productive, or make results out of that time. So I have 3 tips as well on time management. First things first, find out where you're wasting time. So it's the first thing is you knowing that I'm wasting time, and then what am I wasting time on? Because you could probably just think, okay, I'm wasting time, but on what? But I woke up early, I tried to do this and I tried to do that, I was doing this and I was doing, but I still went late. I don't really know what happened to me. Yes, you need to find out that part. Is it the makeup that was wasting your time? Is it you preparing the kids that was wasting your time? Is it the car that was wasting your time? Is it the dog? And you can also try to use maybe some time tracking method just to see which one is it that is really taking your time. And then secondly, you need to try to create effective calendars. So it's not enough to just say, I have to do this on Tuesday. How about you go on your phone, set the calendar properly, put the date and the time of whatever thing you need to do, and then set a reminder. That would help. You will never forget about it. And then also create time management goals. This is also very important because, just like I said earlier, you need to create artificial deadlines for yourself to be able to achieve things properly. Because we're basically just deadline driven. So set artificial goals, and then just give yourself that time management plan that, hey, this week I'm going to be early to every event, and try to challenge yourself and see how far you can go. And lastly, delegate or outsource. I have a story about this delegating, which I always like to tell, like I was telling my friends last week. So I changed phones some months ago, and because I had a dual SIM phone from Nigeria and I went abroad, and to put just one SIM in a phone, and I had to copy all my contacts together. I had duplicate contacts basically, and sometimes when my dad called me, you see dad and 2 others, because the number saved maybe many times. And I just thought one day, okay, you know what, I think it's time for me to just sit down and delete the duplicates, edit all contacts, and just have one contact for each person so my phone is all right. And I sat down, and 2 hours into doing that, I wasn't even on letter E. I had 3,400 plus contacts on my phone, which was all in duplicates. I just thought to myself, no way, Precious, I'm not going to do this because I could sit here for 9 hours and I won't get to Z. It didn't make any sense. So I just thought, okay, I needed to outsource, or I needed to delegate this to someone else to do so I can use my time properly. And I went on App Store and I just searched there, duplicate contacts. It's amazing. There's like 1,000,001 applications for this. And all I did was I just had to put $5 to have an application go through my contacts, edit them. So every single contact that was the same name, it deleted the duplicate, and every single one that had the same, maybe half of the name, you try to merge them together. Every one that had the number and didn't have a name, you try to add it together. It did everything for me, and I didn't need to keep the application. I just paid $800 for the application to do the work, and afterwards I deleted it. That was me outsourcing, because I couldn't imagine sitting down for 9 hours trying to edit and duplicate or merge contacts on my phone. Like, what? 9 hours? How much would that cost me if that was a job? Really, like, it's a lot of money. So no way, I wasn't going to do that. I could just give it to someone else to do. So that's it. When I talk about, that was also me trying to manage time. So when I talk about outsourcing and delegating, there's some very little things that we do that take our time that we could actually just give to someone else, or give to an application, or give to another resource manager to think about those things you're wasting time on, and then try to find some way or somehow to delegate or outsource them. So I'm just also going to mention some obstacles that I listed here that actually can make you be counterproductive for the day. One is procrastinating. It's perfectionism. Oh my god, like, I want it done this way, very, very detailed. I'm sorry guys if you were like that. 3 is self-doubt. So when you don't believe that you can actually achieve something, that actually can make you become less productive. Distractions, of course, it's everywhere. There's so much noise in our generation. Everywhere there's like interruption, distractions, media, social media, everything. 5, being tired. When they say take 8 hours of sleep, it actually is that important. You need to take 8 hours. Eat well. Your diet as well can actually affect you. The fear of failure, that can actually stop you from being productive too. And then you have improper time management. That as well can be an issue, which of course I already mentioned. Time management is all about you and not really the time. And then lastly, I have here, so Netflix and Facebook. These things take so much of our time, we cannot even imagine. You're watching this right now, I'm sure you're on a phone or you're on a PC or something, but either way, the moment you go on Facebook and view one video, it's like so addicting. And guys, if you have something to do, I don't mind you going on Facebook or doing Netflix. I don't mind doing that as well, but just get the things done first and then spend the rest of your day, flipping through videos and things like that. It doesn't matter. If that's your relaxation time, that's good. But not when you have things to do. Not when you're less productive. So I'm going to go through the whole 3 steps again. The first step I said was you need to start to create good habits. And in this part, you need to learn every day, not to snooze your alarm. Do one thing at a time. Don't try to be multitasking. And at the end of the day, not getting anything done. Also be conscious about everything you're doing. 2, you need to start to use a task list, and you need to make sure that in that task list you're putting everything according to priorities. You're not letting anything distract you. You're also setting artificial deadlines for yourself just to be able to achieve those things on your task list or your to-do list. 3, you need to learn time management, or better still, you management. You need to learn to manage yourself, because the time is 24 hours for everyone. It's not going to change. Learn time management, learn you management, put things done, let things be according to how they need to be in your daily activities. Don't get distracted about unnecessary things. Try to get more things done in less time. Try to use your calendar effectively. Guys, those are the 3 tips I have for you today, for you to be productive. If you have other things you want to share with us, please feel free to put it in the comment box below. I'd like to know what it is that you're doing every day that is helping you be productive. And maybe it's you taking coffee. You just tell us here. Actually, I would be glad to read from you. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. See you later.